Good morning. I'm here in the Lefthand Canyon once again, and I'm gonna do some more of these trails out here. But today, I promise I'm not gonna cross any rivers or creeks or anything like that. I'm having to walk back up the road a tiny little bit, and then the trail begins right here at the bridge and at the Roosevelt National Forest sign. Official start time, 5:58. I'm getting an early start because I'm trying to beat the heat today. Sounds like it's gonna be another hot one. I saw this trail when I was out here a couple days ago, and it looked like a really pretty way to access the trail system back here. So I thought I'd give it a try today. And so far it's working out just like I planned. Made it up here to the first major trail split. We're gonna stay to the left. It's crazy the amount of flowers that have popped up in the last 5 days. Like none of these were here last time. All right, and I have quickly made it up here to the next trail split. And if you take the right and head up the trail, number 844 right there, that's going to take you up to the middle high point. We're not going to do that though. I just did that the other day. We're going to continue on to the left over here, and I believe this is going to take me up to an even higher point. This shows Road 286. Wildflowers out the ass. Look at all those. This entire hike day is going to take place mainly between 6,000 and 7,000 feet, which means that I'm going to be in the tick zone. But I'm hoping I get this nice wide road all the way to the top, so I should be safe from the ticks. I swear, when I'm out here and it's low elevation, I treat this grass like it's lava. I'm coming up to a T in the road, and I'm really not sure which way to go. This looks like the more well-beaten path over here to the right. I don't know, I'm gonna have to confer with the GPS. Yep, I am gonna head to the right. I kind of headed over to the left for a second, and that just branches off into all these real small trails. I don't think those are gonna go all the way up, because when I was out here a few days ago, I saw what looked like a big fat road leading up to the top. So I'm gonna stay on the big fat road. I've been coming up this road for a minute, and it is going up, I'm floating along at just over 6,600. I just checked the GPS and it does look like there's a high point out there that's above 7,600. So I'm gonna go for that. Okay, looks like I've made it up here to some kind of major junction. And we've got a map. It's kind of hard to read the map when you got a bunch of dead crickets in the way. That is disgusting. After standing there and looking at that map for about 5 minutes, I think I finally figured it out. It splits off in 3 directions right here. To the left is 843, in the middle is 286, and then to the right is 286E. However, I want to stay on 286, and that should take me all the way up to the high points. And not only is there a high point around 7,600, but it looks like if you keep going further, there's another one around 7,800. So I'm gonna try for that. I just hope I brought enough water. I just checked the GPS and I'm a little over an hour into the hike. I've come up over 1,000 feet. I've hiked just over 2 miles. I believe that is going to be the high point around 7,600. And then kind of behind it to the left up there, that's that higher point. I just checked the GPS again, and it looks like there's this really high point out there called Golden Age Hill. Looks like it's about a mile away from me right now. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure this out up here. I'm gonna follow the road, I think take it around, pretty much over to the saddle, and then around behind for a second, and then I gain that ridge. And then I believe there's a road up there that goes all the way back to Golden Age Hill. That's looking back in the direction that I have come from. And wow, I've done some elevation gain. Lefthand Canyon is way down there. You can see Bear Peak, South Boulder Peak sticking up in the background. I've made it up here to about 7,700. It looks like there's another trailhead map. There's just no map up there right now. It looks like the trail does go off to the right there to that high point, or else there is a smaller trail that heads to the left, and this goes off in the direction of Golden Age Hill. I'm getting pretty close to connecting with that main road that looks like it goes pretty close to the Golden Age Hill summit. I think I might have to cut off at the very end and hike to the top, but I'm looking for some water. There's no water up here. I mean, a creek, a little river, a puddle, anything. Well guys, I don't trust where this trail is going. It starts peeling off in the wrong direction, going downhill. So what I'm gonna do right now is cut off the trail and start bushwhacking up right here, because it looks like the trail is about 1/10 of a mile away. I've made it up here to about 8,100, and I've joined back with the main road that I saw on the map. However, it looks like Golden Age Hill is in this direction, which is also private property, and there are no trespassing signs over there. So I think this is the end of the road in this direction. Well, I'm up here above 8,100. I'm a little over 4 miles out, and I've been hiking for about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so. So I guess the plan for right now is to take it on back down the road. I kind of shortcutted all this on the way up, so I'm going to take it back around the long way on the road. And then when I get back down to where that trail sign is, I'm probably going to split off and head over to that high point. Yes! And is that water? Hallelujah! I can tell you right now, it was worth hiking up here just for this. Ooh, that's nice and cold too. Oh my goodness, that tastes so good. Like the best purified water in the world. I'm not kidding. Yeah, there are bugs floating around in there, but it filters them. That was so good, I need round 2. And this road doesn't even connect. It just like circles around back down over to this other house. I have no idea what's going on right now. So right here at the end of the curve, I'm gonna cut off the trail. Looks like there is a faint path, because I just need to connect it down. This is crazy out here, like nothing matches my GPS at all. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm trespassing right now. I somehow got behind the private property lines, not really sure how. I'm just trying to get back down to that road. I'm walking back down to where that trailhead sign was, and how much you want to bet this says no trespassing? Yep. Well, my bad, people. What, are you gonna get mad that I drank your puddle? Oh my goodness. Yep, now I'm gonna have to cross barbed wire. Oh my gosh. No motor vehicles. Private property, no trespassing. There's another sign up there on the tree, no trespassing. Road closed, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted under penalty of law. Well, I think I'm back on the safe kind of dirt and rocks now. I'm not on the dirt and rocks that somebody owns and will be offended if I walk on them. I have no idea where I'm going right now. Okay, looks like I am back on it. I just come across this hole in the ground, probably part of a mine or something, but oh my goodness, that goes straight down and I can't even see the bottom of it. If someone fell down in there, they'd die. Wow, that's like super dangerous. I mean, it just slopes right off into that hole with just real loose rock and sand. Somebody that wanted to look over in the edge and take a selfie or something, they'd probably fall in. So I've connected back to the little social trail that I took up, thus completing a little micro loop through private property. Yeah, if you happen to make it up here, don't do what I did. Don't take this little trail. All it does is lead up into private property. Instead, stay on the road. And for now, I'm going to continue on the road straight and take it out to that little knob, that little high point that's over 7,200 feet. Let's go check that out. And it looks like after a slight little uphill, I'm up here. This really isn't super great because of all the trees. Well, looks like I was wrong about that. The trail is continuing and it's going uphill. So maybe there's a better view from up here. This might be good after all. It looks like it's clear up here. Some good views from up here. right down there on that high point is where I was a few days ago. I'm way above that right now. So what I'm thinking about doing is just bouncing down the ridge right here, grabbing that saddle trail, taking it back down the way I came up the other day. I'll meet up at that four-way junction, take it straight on down, and I should be at my car. And basically what that is going to entail is continuing on here, straight down. I've got to get over that bump, and then right down there is the saddle, and I can take it down. It does show that there's a road that goes along that ridge. I mean, this has got to connect with something down there. So I'm gonna try it. I sure hope I don't screw up like last time. Coming down this way is awesome. Just amazing views. And look at that ridge right there. Can you guys see that? It's like the flattest ridge. It just goes forever. I just checked the GPS and it looks like it's about 0.8 of a mile as the crow flies, which means I'm probably looking at about a mile back down to the saddle, and then I'm gonna be home free once I make it there. That should be really pretty too, all the way down. This hump right here looks like the last thing that I need to get around. And I don't see where the trail goes up and over. Looks like the trail winds down and then goes around, which will be even easier. I believe right there is that first major trail junction with the map, where it had the 3 routes that split off and I took the middle one. All right, guys, and I am home free. Just need to come around this corner, drop down a little bit to the left, and then I'll be at the saddle. Yes, sir. It is right down there. Boom, there it is, the saddle. All right, guys, we're gonna hit a hard right and take this trail 842 all the way back down. This damn thing is steep coming down. I'm finally on a somewhat normal part right here. But pretty much the whole time I've been doing that thing where you try not to run down. You take little stutter steps, but you're moving fast. Man, it definitely wasn't relaxing, I can tell you that. I don't know if I'm just getting tired or what, but the trail from the saddle down to this point pretty much sucks. It is super steep, super loose, and just not fun at all to come down. It's actually more enjoyable going up that thing than coming down it. All right, guys, and I have completed the loop. I'm back down here to the first intersection where I went that way. However, I'm just gonna stay straight, continue on in this direction for a really short distance back down to the street. And this is the home stretch. And I'm gonna have to say this is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire trail today. I've made it back down to the road. Yes. Hey, what's that say? Niwat's Curse, Arapaho land. All right, guys. GPS is showing me right at 8 miles. I've been hiking for about 4 hours and 50 minutes, and I did about 2,000 feet in elevation gain. You guys remember that scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, right after his bike gets stolen and he's all bummed out, and everywhere he looks, there's people riding bicycles? That's what this road is like. They're everywhere. Well, I hope you enjoyed that hike. Until the next one, y'all. Peace.